Alright, good morning everyone. I forgot to turn my mic on, that's why we were having trouble there. Welcome to Yangon International Airport for World Tour Flight 282. My camera work isn't the greatest. Trying to get in here. Good morning, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. World Tour Flight 282 this morning at Yangon International Airport in Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. We're going to be flying over to Phnom Penh International Airport in Cambodia. We're going to be on Myanmar Airways International. That's the MAI right there. Flight 401 in the Airbus 320neo. The real flight is in the 319. We just got the FlyByWire A20N. So we're going to get going here. Real life flight takes off at 2:15. It's 4:45 in the morning. We're just moving a little bit so that we at least get a little bit of daylight. The whole flight isn't just intense darkness. Let's get inside the plane. We'll be trying to use FS to crew again. We'll see how that works for us. I should probably do that. I used to not do that. I used to not to pop up that screen, but I should probably do that before we get the flight going. Make sure you have everything connected and all that. All right. Here we got what we need to get good. Right over here, even get FS to crew. Where'd it go? There it is. See if it works. It might not.
Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have the animated first officer yet. Alright, so the first officer is getting things set up. That's really nice. Of course, again, I forgot to... Never forget. I just gotta get set up. Self-loading cargo. Get that going so we're not sitting here forever. Alright, I'm going to turn up some lighting so we can see. Let's go right here and throw on the dome light. There we go. Okay, my simulator time moved. I thought I was at... Yeah, it is 4:53. Oh, Yangon must be on, like, Zulu time there. A half an hour ahead, I guess. Something from Zulu time. Alright. There we go. Just getting this set up. Just getting self-loading cargo set up for us. On the side.
I'm out for the walk around.
Alright, he's going for the walk around. Alright, let's do our captain flow here, pilot flying flow. All white lights are off. We're looking on the panel. So, crew oxygen supply, ground control on, CVR test. Captain and purser as required. Nav for the adheres. Alright, strobe light auto, beacon light off, seat belts still off, we haven't fueled yet. No smoking on, emergency lights armed, cabin pressure panel check no lights, air conditioning panel check no lights, APU bleed is on, X bleed auto, battery 1 and 2 off, then on. Engine 1 fire test. Engine 2 fire test. He didn't do an APU fire test, I don't think. But that's alright. I believe audio switching is... No, audio switching is up top still, isn't it? Where am I? Yeah, audio switching is normal. And maintenance panel, check all lights are off. Which they are. Go to the radio panel, way down here, making sure that it is on. Green nav light is off. Cell light is off right there, and the frequencies are set. I think self-loading cargo is putting passengers on just pretty soon, so we're gonna get in here into the IFB or EFB. Ground power unit, forward door. Ooh, we have an air starter unit now. That's cool. Cargo door. Just open all that stuff. All right, fuel. We need 6,200. We're gonna start fueling right now. Alright, we're going to see if that works. So as soon as we start boarding with the passengers, it'll start boarding, or GSX boarding, it'll board in the EFB and on the plane as well. Alright, so here we go. Let's request boarding. Alright. This menu. Okay. FMGC checking, got the right air rack. Owner knit, roll crest is right from sim brief, makes it nice and quick. Cost index, we'll just pull up our sim brief panel, double check all of our work here. 21 for the cost index.
Board, crew?
No. We're already on board.
Passengers boarding starting.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Alright, flight level 390 for our flight. Airtime 1 hour and 36. I am kind of really slow right now. I believe that's going to change. You can see it's changing. We'll put in the accurate one right away. I hear fuel is 6.2. Zero fuel weight 54.9. center of gravity. Oh, there it is. Center of gravity 32.34. Whoa, what the heck? Never seen that before. If I hold it long enough. Yeah, weird. I don't think it shows up for you guys.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
My morning.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
My son just keeps slamming the door down to get in here. Alright, let's try to get through here. Wind component -7. Alright, flight plan page, double checking the flight plan. Ludwig Nunley, or Ludwig Lima 507. Bravo Kilo Kilo to November 506 to BOCAC, and then we have discontinuity. We'll solve that, resolve that later. Let's get our flight clearance.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
They should have already been boarding. I don't know why they're already doing that. So we need flight clearance.
Cleared to Phnom Penh via Mud 1 Alpha departure, runway 21, initial climb flight level 190, then as filed, score 6552, Myanmar 401. Myanmar 401, redback correct, report when ready. Will report when ready, Myanmar 401.
Okay, I always got to double check my sound because sometimes it doesn't pick up the right program there, and so you missed the clearance. I think we got my readback, maybe you heard it. All right, so we're gonna be departing runway 21, which is our flight plan. Mard 1 Alpha departure. Initial climb flight level 190. Bet no, I don't know. Bet no, I don't know. Okay, Mard 1. Bet no. Okay, that works. We'll do that. Cert. Okay, flight plan complete. Performance page. Get our calculator. Just a moment. Seems like there's so much more to do. I'm just distracted. Alright. Sit this way for a second. Calculator. Where's my calculator? Where'd it go? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Sometimes things take a little while. Alright, so you see we got our flex temperature, 67 degrees. So I'll put that right in here. I could could have sworn I went to a different calculator actually for the A320 so I could get the THS again, but I guess I forgot that. Config flaps 1. B speeds 140, 142, and 147. Transition is 6,000 feet. Thrust reduction, we're doing 1,200. This is typically what I get. Oh wow. Look at that. If you put in that, then it does. Why my speed's so different? Interesting. We're gonna know what the speeds I got on the calculator though. Alright, that is all we need for there. Radio page, don't really need anything on that. Check the box.
Okay.
Do a quick side scan, looking for oxygen mask. Brightness, loudspeaker set to 1 o'clock. PFD, checking our displays, everything we want. Brightness is. Glare shield lights as required. I like to turn these up. We got our initial climb in there. Is 190. What's that? 190 and squawk 6552. Double check that. It's not in there. What are you doing, first officer? Okay. Flight director buttons are on. LS buttons off. Altimeters 1010, 1010. The FIS modes, we got a speed mock. We're on speed, heading, altitude selected, standby instrument checked, anti-skid nose wheel steering on, audio control panel checked, weather radar, power switch off, predicted wind shear is also off, gain tilt set mode as required, switching knobs all normal, ECAM status page, pressure page, landing altitude 50, I don't know why it's 50, it should be like 100, cockpit door, check and set, we'll lock that now. Can I get the video? Oh yeah, we do. There we go. There's our video. Pretty cool. Again, free. This is free. Thrust levers are idled. Engine 1 and 2 master switch is off. Engine mode selector normal. Parking brake. Looking at brake pressure right over there. Gravity gear extension stowed. ATC mode selector auto. System selector 1. Altitude reporting on. TCAS is at standby.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
We're still waiting on ground to send us up the load sheet.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up. You still have time to do the welcome announcement. That should pass some of the time.
Now, unfortunately, with this plane, or with this, with FS2 crew for this plane, we don't have a takeoff briefing thing that we can set. So, or I guess there is. If I turn it off, here, let me see if I can go back to not voice control, go to button control. Then maybe I have the... I think on the CRJ one, which I just picked up, it has, you can actually do, at least with the button control, you can do this briefing with your co-pilot. Obviously, if you're doing with your voice, you're just doing the briefing. I don't know how to do the briefings yet, though, very well, so we'll do kind of the way we've been doing the briefings. Are you ready for the takeoff briefing? No. Takeoff lights off. Not what I wanted to do, blinding everyone on the floor. What the? Oh. Are you ready for the takeoff briefing?
Ready.
Alright. Let's look at the charts. This is kind of what I do for takeoff briefing. It's not really how the takeoff briefing goes. But we're going to look and just review takeoff, taxi, all that.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you. Roger.
Okay, so we're going to push back to the... We're going runway 21, so we're going to push back to the right. We're going to taxi down Alpha to Alpha 6. We got 11,200 feet of runway. We're going to take off. We're going to follow the Mard 1 Alpha
Hello.
departure.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the
Out
load
to
sheet
Yankee
from
Yankee
ground.
no
I've
Yankee
written the
Yankee
passenger
905.
count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourself, here.
Thanks.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All right. You can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. All stations closed.
Alright, it doesn't look like there's any speed restrictions besides obviously under 10,000 feet. Or actually we do. We have a max speed right there, 230 at Yankee Yankee 905. And then I don't see anything beyond that, so we can then go up to 250 once we cross 10,000 feet. And then there's our route. Pretty short into the star for the arrival, which will be... Right now we're planning on Kellen 2 Bravo. Any questions?
No questions.
A 4-star checklist down to the line.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and on. Set and checked. Okay, on and auto.
Are you sure about that? ADRs.
He really loves that. Nav.
Fuel quantity.
6,180 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrow ref.
1010 set.
1010 set. Down to the line.
Warning. I will request pushback and startup.
Mingaladon ground, Myanmar 401. Request pushback and startup. Myanmar 401. Pushback and startup approved. Pushback and startup approved. Myanmar 401.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Unlocking gear.
Cabin crew check slides and doors. Alright, windows and doors closed, slides checked, armed, ECAM door page checked, beacon light. I should turn that on.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
Release parking brakes.
We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much for your help. Pin straight ahead and we'll see you again soon.
Release parking brakes.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Cabin crew, please arm doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
Release
On.
parking brakes.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Released.
Release parking brakes.
Before
Fencing
start
push.
checklist complete.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine 2.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the safety demonstration. Each aircraft may be different, so we'd appreciate your attention to the TV monitor closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures for this aircraft. The safety card is which you must adopt when you embrace. Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting is connected to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. Clasp the tapes around your waist, click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the top. If it fails to inflate or needs topping, blow it to the tube. There is a light on your side.
Starting engine 1.
Check.
We also carry flotation paints at your rear. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window lights open and
Did I not tell them to... Oh.
your present flight, and thank you
And...
for flying with Airways.
Oh no, I am going the right way. I'm confusing myself on my pushback now. We do want to go there over there. I'm confusing myself.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, so the first officer should... Oh, I have to do this. There we go. Now he's gonna do some other stuff.
Unlocking gear.
ADP bleed off, master switch off, engine anti-ice. We'll put those on once we
Tow
get
truck disconnected.
to the runway. ECAM upper, check no status,
Right is
reminder. After start checklist,
Anti-ice.
off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
0.1% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight control check.
Ready. Full down. Full up. Neutral. Full right. Full left. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls checked. Okay, request our taxi clearance.
Myanmar 401, request taxi. Myanmar 401, taxi to holding point runway 21 by Alpha 6. Taxi to holding point runway 21 via Alpha 6, Myanmar 401.
Hello, Mr. Fra. I saw you say hello. I was just making sure we got through our flows and everything. So early morning takeoff here. And we should be getting the sunrise as we head into Cambodia today.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thank you.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
Will do.
Speeding a little bit here on the taxi.
Approaching. 2, 1.
Myanmar 401, contact Mingaladon Tower 118.1. 118.1, Myanmar 401.
Before takeoff, checklist down to the line.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F. Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
140, 142, 147, 67 degrees set. I like if you don't say exactly right. 140, 142, 147, flexing 67 degrees set. Oh, just. I hate it when it does that. 140. Now it's not listening to me. Set and checked.
V1,
There we go.
140, VR,
Maybe I'll just say set and check from
142,
now on.
V2, 147, flex temp, 67 degrees, ATC,
Set.
Ecam memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
Okay, that was a pain in the butt.
Mingaladon Tower, Myanmar 401, runway 21, ready for departure.
Myanmar 401, line up runway 21.
Line up runway
Cabin
21,
crew,
Myanmar
seats for takeoff,
401.
please.
Approach path clear of traffic.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes,
Below the line.
cabin lights to take off.
Takeoff runway.
And they will be turned back on once you've completed
2-1
our
confirmed.
Thank you.
Cabin crew.
Approaching. 2, 1.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ready?
Ready.
Myanmar 401, wind 181 degrees at 3 knots, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 21, cleared for takeoff, Myanmar
On
401.
runway. 2, 1.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. knots. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Myanmar 401, contact Mingaladon approach 119.7.
119.7, Myanmar 401. Mingaladon approach, Myanmar 401, Mhz 1 Alpha, departure at 1,800, climbing flight level 190.
Myanmar 401, radar contact, continue climb flight level 190.
Continue climb flight level 190, Myanmar 401.
Flap 0.
Speed checked.
Cabin crew, resume duties.
Flaps 0.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard. Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
I always have to remember all my exact calls. Hey Jay Plays, welcome in. Missed a Fra, I think it's about, the estimated time was like an hour 30. Around there, flight time. Turn the landing lights off? He did. Look at that. Pretty cool. Without me even in to tell him. It's good to have a first officer, right? Alright, we're at max speed of 230 knots right now. Making our turn on the instrument departure. Pull up the sim brief panel right there. Airtime an hour and 36, that's the estimated.
Myanmar 401, contact Yangon Center 133.2.
133.2, Myanmar 401. Yangon Center, Myanmar 401, Mhz 1 Alpha, departure at flight level 140, climbing flight level 190.
Myanmar 401, radar contact, continue climb flight level 390.
Continue climb flight level 390, Myanmar 401.
debating if I want to use a little bit of time acceleration here. We can only do 2 times a double speed in the fly-by-wire. Now, let's see, what's our route here? Again, I say that because it's just a time thing for, you know, it was hard enough just getting out of the airport just now. My son just keeps hammering down the door, trying to get in. That's what happens when you got a almost 2-year-old now. Let's see, where's my... There it is. Oh, we're going to be flying right over Bangkok. Basically a straight line from Yangon right over Bangkok to Phnom Penh. So, we'll see. Beautiful fly out here out of Yangon. Night lights. And we should get some sunrise. Oh. I do like doing night flights every once in a while. I know it doesn't look so great on the YouTube stream. That's why I do re-upload these streams from my recording after the fact, just because the stream doesn't deal with
Ladies
night
and gentlemen,
very well.
your menu is in your seat pocket and details fresh and local dining options. Shortly we will take your orders. For your convenience, there are lavatories located both forward and rear of your cabin.
Alright, I'm going to feel really dumb if my microphone's been off for the last few minutes when I was talking. As I was mentioning, beautiful fly out of Yangon. We're going to fly right over Bangkok. I'm not sure if I just hit the microphone off. Now I can't even keep track. So, Mr. Fra, I hope I answered that. It was like about an hour and 30 minutes. You can see we're at an hour and 24 minutes estimated time right now. Jay Plays, welcome in. Yeah, we're going to fly Yangon, we're going to fly right over Bangkok, and then into Phnom Penh in Cambodia. I might use 2 times speed acceleration a little bit, just to speed this flight along. I like to get my flights done about 9 in the morning, because it gets a little intense around the house. My son, almost 2 years old, just in and out of the door in this room as we were taxiing and setting up the plane and trying to take off. That's why I was a little distracted. Like to do these night flights as well every once in a while. Obviously they don't, you guys can tell it doesn't look that great on the stream, but that's why I always like to, I've gotten in the habit of recording the flight at a higher rate and re-uploading the stream as a video after the fact, which now I'm realizing is a common thing to do, and I never thought of doing it before. But I'm glad I'm doing it now because the re-uploads look a lot better than the stream itself. But we will have a little bit of sun here, as you can see the sun starting to rise. You have control.
I have control. Checked.
Again, I don't know why I keep not hitting the right microphones and stuff. I turn one on, I turn the wrong one off. Yeah, but look at this beautiful sunset, or sunrise, and that extra layer of clouds right up there. I haven't seen that in, I can't remember the last time I've seen one like this with that layer of clouds like that.
$1,000 to go.
We've reached our cruising flight level. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned. I'll leave you now in the capable hands of our fantastic flight crew, and you'll hear from me again when we're about to start our descent. Thanks very much.
Myanmar 401. Contact Bangkok Center 132.1.
132.1 Myanmar 401. Bangkok Center, Myanmar 401, inbound Ludwig at flight level 390.
Myanmar 401, radar contact, maintain flight level 390.
Maintain flight level 390, Myanmar 401.
Delman 743 Heavy. Expect Bravo Oscar November Victor Oscar. Whiskey India Lima Alpha 3 Delta. Arrival ILS Zulu. Approach. Runway 01 left. Report when ready for descent. Expect Bravo Oscar November Victor Oscar Whiskey India Lima Alpha 3 Delta Arrival ILS Zulu Approach Runway 01 left Report when ready for descent 743 Heavy
Bangkok Center Thai Asia 3429 Tango Lima 1 Bravo Departure at flight level 180 climbing flight level 330
Delman 743 Heavy ready for descent Thai Asia 3429 radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330 Thai Asia 3429
Delman 743 Heavy. Descend flight level 160. Descend flight level 160 Delman 743 Heavy. Myanmar 401, contact Bangkok Center 120.5.
120.5, Myanmar 401. Bangkok Center, Myanmar 401, inbound Bravo Kilo Kilo, at flight level 390.
Myanmar 401, radar contact, maintain flight level 390.
Maintain flight level 390, Myanmar 401.
Thai 575, contact Bangkok approach 133.4. 133.4, Thai 575. 1304 heavy. Contact Bangkok approach 133.4. 133.4 at 304 heavy.
Hey, Sim Eric, welcome in. We're just about halfway between Yangon and Phnom Penh. We're just flying over Bangkok. Getting a little difficult to see though. A little difficult to actually see. Bangkok with the way the clouds are coming in. I should be checking. Don't have any anti-ice messages, so this isn't. It's just very kind of wispy stuff we're going through. Whoa! Thanks for this sub. That's weird. I must have added that. I don't remember there ever being. If you subscribed over on YouTube, I don't remember there being all those things. I know on Twitch that happened, but I guess YouTube's finally added some emojis and stuff. I don't know. Do I have membership or something? I don't know.
Continued descent, flight level 160, Doman 743 heavy.
Alright, that's not us. What do you got here? Thanks for the sub though. Thank you. Departed at 7:40 Zulu and still flying. What time is it now? 14:40. So yeah, you've been flying what? 7 hours and 7 minutes. Where are you flying from and to? And are you here in are you in Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, Prepare 3D? Those are the big ones, at least for the PC. I know there's Infinite Flight and all those other ones as well.
Bangkok Center, Air Macau 936 at flight level 210, descending flight level 160.
Air Macau 936, radar contact, continue descent flight level 160.
Continue descent,
I think it must be on our right side. Maybe we can get a view of it.
Bangkok Center, Rocket 140, Tango Lima.
There it is.
Departure at flight level 170.
Fly right over it.
Flight level 180.
Rocket 140, radar contact, continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330, Rocket 140.
Rocket 140, contact Bangkok Center 132.1.
132.
Bengaluru to Amsterdam. Testing your new setup. Cool. What do you got for a setup? Oh, okay. Bengaluru, India. Oh wow. Hey, India to Amsterdam. That'd be a nice flight. A nice flight. Right below us, that is which airport is that? That's Don Mueang International Airport, right there. I am jealous. I'm jealous. Yeah, I only have... I got out of the NVIDIA game, unfortunately. That's why I got the AMD card, which is really good for the gaming side of things. You know, probably equivalent to the 3000 level for the NVIDIAs, but unfortunately not the best for the streaming.
Macau 936, contact Bangkok approach 133.4.
133.4, Air Macau 936. Bangkok Center, press smile 009 at flight level 200, descending flight level 160.
Thai smile 009, radar contact, continue descent flight level 160.
Continued descent flight level 160, press smile 009.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a beautiful sunrise. So go back when I get the playback re-uploaded on YouTube. Go back and watch. Get where the sunrise was, because yeah, we were at 39,000 feet. We had that layer, like a layer of clouds just above, off in the distance. Probably it was these clouds, and it was beautiful, the sunrise. But yeah, we're at 39,000 feet, or flight level 390. We still got these kind of wispy clouds going on. Making it very hard to see though, because it's so bright. Diffusing all that light. Actually, also because we don't have our screens really turned up at all. How about the first officer as well? You can see what he's got on his. Oh, nice. 11900 i9 with a 4070 Ti. I am jealous. Yeah, next time I upgrade my computer, I'll be going back. I'll probably be going back to NVIDIA, barring AMD really stepping up their streaming game, because that's the issue. Is any media like recording and stuff, it's just not as good with the AMD. Gaming wise, love this card. I mean, obviously it's not a 4070 or 4080 or 4090 where you're getting 60 frames per second going into a busy airport, but compared to what I had, this is really nice. And I get some, I mean, right now I'm getting about 40 frames per second. That's even with all this kind of wispy clouds, which usually put some pressure. Alright, I'm going to get in here. Let's do our... Helps the eyes a little bit.
Maintain flight level 390.
Yeah, definitely. That was kind of the thing. It was like between the... I think the card I have is kind of the equivalent to the 3080. It's like the 3080, I think. Maybe even the 3090. It was pushing like the 3090, where it's like my last card was the 1070, the NVIDIA 1070. So jumping to like a 3090 equivalent, 3080 equivalent it was even. I mean, that's going from what, a $400 card, maybe 400, to like a $700, $800, $900 card. Well, with the AMD, it ended up, I think I got the AMD this card for 500 maybe. Yeah. Well, it depends on where you are, Sim Eric. Let me know how you are going into Amsterdam, and I mean, do you got other planes? Do you got a bunch of traffic at the airports? All that, but yeah, I've seen really good things with the 40 series, as far as performance in airports. That's where the performance hit for me is always. I mean, I have no problem. Like right now, I'm always between 40 to 60 frames per second on cruise. No problem. It's when I get to the airports, when I'm at like a JFK, when I'm at any airport where I got a lot of traffic, and I inject the traffic. I want traffic there. I want to see other planes. And it starts knocking things down and it gets pretty shaky. Alright, so we got our metadata, and useless. Nothing. Why are they coming from VATS? Maybe that's the problem. Not the issue. Can I get a TAF? I think there. How do I change where I get the weather from? I don't think there is any. Okay, so this is from Microsoft Flight Simulator, actually. Weird. Alright, well, let's go back here. We've got that flight plan discontinuity coming up. Oh, I don't know my Cyrillic, but hey, welcome in. I'll put your message up there. Hello. How are you doing? Let's see. I'm flying VATSIM only, so it depends on the other people. Yeah. Yeah, VATSIM can be intense, and sometimes you can fly in somewhere, a busy airport, and there's nothing there. Like, busy airports are completely dependent on other people. Yeah, I'm not sure how the VATSIM... like, even if you have a busy airport, VATSIM, how much that hits. Because for me, I get a lot of hit for, I don't know if this is, I don't think my graphics card would actually help with this, but I'm using FSHUD ATC, which controls all the paths of the AI planes. So I'm injecting all the traffic with FSLTL, and then they're being controlled by FSHUD ATC, and that eats up a ton of my CPU, and that's where actually my frame rate crashes because of that, not because of anything graphic, really. AIG and FSLTL. Yeah, I don't... AIG... Use AIG for the... What do you use AIG for? For controlling the planes? Because for a while, I had updated AIG, and I wanted to inject with AIG again, just so I'd have it live. Wow, we're just... Another subscription, thank you. Team Turned Up. Awesome. And right on YouTube, finally getting some... I think I saw a guy from Viva La Dirt League was one of the emojis there. But really cool having those exploding things. Because I don't remember those happening before. Or if that's something from Steam Elements, I have no idea. I'd always get that when people would subscribe on Twitch. But, thank you again for Team Turned Up. AIG just for the MM. What's MM? As well as FS. Yeah, also I have many planes in my VR. What's the MM? I find FSLTL is okay with 5PS. I mean, AIG seemed to be the one that would hit it. Oh, model matching. All right.
Expect Dharma 3 Alpha, arrival, ILS, approach, runway 23, report when ready for descent, Myanmar 401.
Alright, so we just got our approach. We're doing approach runway 23. Get this set up on Navigraphs quickly, so my face. Wrong direction for the wind, but it's 1 knot. So they're probably confused. Hopefully we don't have planes landing opposite direction because of that. ILS approach runway 23, Dama 3 Alpha arrival. Add that. I didn't add that actually. Hold on. Okay, now Navigraphs is like crapping out on me. Come on, Navigraphs. Let's go. Dama 3 Alpha. Okay, there we go. And ILS, transition final. Works. Okay. Alright, let's get in the... Alright, so I'm going to set up the MCDU. Copilot still has control. Alright, ILS 23. Dama 3 Alpha. Novia. Okay.
Myanmar 401, ready for descent.
23 is good with...
Myanmar 401, descend,
yeah, it should be
flight
runway
level
3 or 5.
00. Descend flight level 100.
The winds it's showing on
Myanmar
Navigraphs is a 6 knot crosswind and a 1 knot tailwind. So it's probably because that wind is so low. FS HUD ATC, it's probably... They might even have... The wind might even be going slightly the other direction based on what Microsoft Flight Simulator weather is. So I always prefer it when the weather actually has like a stiff wind one direction or the other, because then you get the right runway. Alright, descending to flight level 100. Belt signs on. Just about to enter Cambodian airspace. Well, it'll be funny. Like I did. FS HUD ATC does a pretty good job of it. Yeah, Microsoft, the Flight Simulator, like the ATC native to Flight Simulator, really was a mess. So I got FS HUD ATC. It works pretty good if the winds are like that. If it's like a 10 knot, but if there's no winds, it's calm, or it's very low winds, or it's variable and it's switching directions, then it gets really wonky, because what will happen is they'll, and I wish they would just change the coding in it. This is all, you just got to change the code and make it that. I'll even check the ATIS with FS HUD ATC, and you can listen to the ATIS. And for example, I fly into Chicago a lot when I'm doing my regional flying in my pilot's life, and they'll be like, okay, take off runway 27, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think the runways. Yeah, I think it's 27. 27 or 28. Yeah, we're taking off runway 27 right and 27 central, whatever. And then we're landing runway 10 and 9. It's like, why are you landing planes the direction I'm taking off? The opposite direction. And then I look at the wind, and the wind is calm, or it's variable between, it's going all directions or whatever. It's just kind of swirling. And so it gets confused. And this is something where it's like, just change one bit of code. If the all you gotta do is just set it that
Myanmar
whichever direction we pick to take off is also the direction we're going to land, right? We're going to land runway 27, we're going to take off runway 27 or 28, right? I don't know why there's even that option where they're separate, because they
we
shouldn't
should be arriving in around 20 minutes depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be
I get it if they, I'm fine if it's a little messed up, a little wonky with the
seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you will be
way too many
required to
people
stay
talking.
seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit the toilet, it may be worth making your way towards one now. For now, though, I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once we've landed.
Proceed direct, damn it. Continue descent, flight level 100, Myanmar 401.
Yeah, so I'm okay with like this, where it's like, at least the current winds that I have, that we're getting in the MEDAR, are saying I got a 1 knot tailwind, right? Now, Microsoft Flight Simulator lags a little bit, so FSHUD ATC might be seeing that and going, okay, yeah, you actually have a 1 knot headwind right now, it's fine. I'm fine with that, as long as everyone's landing and taking off the right directions, you know, as opposed to going the wrong way. You finally have a sunset. Yeah, I don't think I'm flying real time, so you might be flying real time, possibly. Alright, let's do...
Hello.
Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Everything is absolutely fine, yes. Thanks for asking.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
Alright, let's take a look at the approach briefing here. Or at our charts and everything. Oops. That doesn't open something I don't want to open. Alright, so we just passed Bokak. We're going to Damat. We're descending flight level 100. Damat, we're going to enter into the Damat 3 Alpha approach, or terminal approach. We need to be at 6,000 feet at Damat, 4,000 at Papa Papa 116, 3,000 at Papa Papa 115, and then into Kazda, still at 3,000. Then our approach, make the approach plate, ILS runway 23, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Localizer 109.7 approach course, 226. We're going to capture the glide slope at 1,700 feet at Ramja, or Ramja. Airport elevation is 40 degrees, transition altitude 10,000, and our minimum is 330 feet. Once we land runway 23, we're going to try to exit. We'll probably exit at Charlie. If we miss Charlie, we will have to do double back on the runway. Exit Charlie and then into the passenger terminal area. Any questions?
No questions.
I am a C. Am I a C airplane? I never know. So I always go with the higher one. But yeah, you might be right. If that's what it is, then I will go with that. I keep trying to look it up and I always forget. Yeah, I think we are a C actually, a Charlie 320. What is a D? That'd just be bigger. Yeah, probably the 747. That kind of stuff, A350, 777, I would assume. Yeah. Alright, so we need to get down to, by Damat, we're going to be at, I'm going to see on here. Damat, we need to be at 6,000. And we're going to be there in 18 minutes. So 18 minutes. We're going to get down 18,000 feet. Do the math. It's 20. We got 12,000 at Damat. We need to kind of descend a little quicker, I think. Really? The 787? Oh, that's... Oh, deep. I thought... You're flying with that plane. I thought you were saying the new 787-900 is a crappy freeware plane. Then I forgot. It's like, yeah, we're talking about the minimums, the classifications, the categories, whatever, for that. Yeah, I just downloaded that too. Probably will use it. I got a flight where I have the option to either fly in the... I think I was planning on ending up flying it in this plane because it didn't have a really good 78. I didn't really like the 787-10 heavy division lately. But now that you got the Kuro mod and the 787-900 now is dropped, actually the real life flight is in the 787-900, so I might try to fly it in that. Well, I'll have to do some flights before that just to make sure the plane isn't a complete wonk fest. Yeah, thank you for that. I have no idea. I feel like I've looked, and then I've also since forgotten. So we're descending, trying to get down to 6,000. Be nice if I could see where that damn at is, but it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, category A, less than 169, indicated airspeed. That's the approach speed, the VREF, I would guess. I would guess it would, because I've had approach speeds higher. Well, maybe not. Usually the approach speed in the Airbus and the Boeing 737 tend to be like right around 141, or I'm always, yeah, I'm right around that cutoff between C and D, so it's, I mean, it's a 10-foot difference, really. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Yep, same here. Well, not for 10 years. I've been, what, 5 years now? So half the time. But yeah, I'm always learning new stuff, trying to bring in more and more of the right way of doing things and all that. All right, so here's the data from Phnom Penh, Victor Delta Papa Papa, VFR. We have some, like there's VFR, but we do have some light thunderstorms and rain, 25 degrees Celsius. So we'll see if we see some of those, some of that rain. I wasn't expecting any rain, but it must have moved in. Wind is 110 at 7 knots.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
I have control.
You have control.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to land, and we're trying to have the toddler
to go
to the bathroom in his own potty and not on the floor. So hopefully we don't crash.
Myanmar 401, continue descent 4000, QNH 1012.
Continue descent 4000, Myanmar 401.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection with another flight, please contact our customer service agent meeting this flight or watch the video monitors inside the terminal for connecting a gate information. For your continued flight safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We will collect any off-service items, newspapers and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. You are also requested to turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices with your hand luggage, please. Please be careful when you open the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright positions. And check the security of your seat belts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you for your cooperation.
Myanmar 401, clear Dharma 3 Alpha, arrival.
Clear Dharma 3 Alpha, arrival, Myanmar 401.
1000 to go.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
Econ status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrow ref.
1012 set.
1012 set. Minimum.
320 set. 320 feet set.
320 set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
The weather, or is that the radar, or the terrain? Not the terrain. Must be the radar. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Oh, no, he did turn it. He must have turned it on. See the temperature out there, so we're fine on ice. Never needed the anti-ice.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing.
Thank you.
No worries. If you let me know when you're ready to land, I make sure I get seated along with the rest of the crew.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations seated for landing.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 235.
Right heading 235, Myanmar 401.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
And we're going to miss the glide slope now.
Myanmar 401, fly heading
Why did they not clear
225.
me down? They just keep clearing me for the arrival.
Fly heading 225,
They
Myanmar
don't clear me for
401.
the
2,500.
Radar altimeter alive.
Not exactly the way you do it, but we have to kind of catch up.
Myanmar 401, fly heading 225, cleared ILS, approach at 1,700, runway 23, report established on localizer.
Fly heading 225, cleared ILS, approach at 1,700, runway 23, report established on localizer, Myanmar 401.
Flaps 2.
Check speed.
Myanmar 401, established on localizer.
We're gonna have to go around. I
Myanmar
don't know why it didn't.
401,
They just cleared us to 1700.
118.0.
Why they clear us so late?
118.0, Myanmar 401.
Landing gear down.
Approaching. 2, 3.
Phnom Penh Tower, Myanmar 401,
Flaps.
on final, 2-3.
Flaps.
Myanmar 401, wind 1 degrees at
Yeah, we're
7
too
knots,
fast.
cleared to land 23.
Oh, I hate that.
Cleared to land, 2-3, Myanmar 401.
Complete
Too low,
failure.
terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Unstable. Unstable.
Too low, terrain.
100 above.
Too low, terrain.
Myanmar
Too low,
401, going
terrain.
around.
Too low, terrain.
Minimum.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Go
Too
around.
low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Pitch.
Too low, terrain.
I think we also have a plane on the runway.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Speed. Speed.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Pitch. Pitch.
Unstable. Unstable. Flaps. Flaps.
Hey, going around. Which is always makes my wife thrilled, you know? It's like, yeah, it's exactly what I want to do. I want to have to fly longer. When it's like, okay, I'm landing in 10 minutes. Okay, now it's going to be a half an hour. Sorry. Okay, we're going to ignore ATC this time because they completely failed to clear us in for that landing at all. Say we got to 3,000 feet and it's like, are we going to keep descending? No? Okay, we'll just miss the glide slope. Thank you. You know. And now we're kind of on. Doesn't help that we have the spoilers out. Not at all. Biggest problem is we just don't have any. I don't have anything in the computer now, and there's not really a way to do it. Why is it toga locked? What the heck? What the hell was?
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 065.
Oh, about time you give me a
Right heading 065, Myanmar 401.
Let's go radio silence on us. Alright, let's get everything set up again. Supposed to be at 3,000 feet. I don't think there's like a go-around flow at all.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 100.
That's what annoying. We need to put our landing gear
Right
up.
heading 100, Myanmar 401.
Again, there's no go-around flow for the like the first officer doesn't do anything with that, unfortunately. That's all the noise is. Alright, we'll try this again. We're at 3,000 feet. We'll get up to 220 knots. Like how I can't tell the passengers we went around.
Hi.
Oh, okay. No. Alright, never mind.
Myanmar 401, turn left heading 075.
Left heading 075, Myanmar 401.
They're just gonna fly us in
Just
random
give me a buzz if you
vectors,
need anything.
which is really annoying as well.
Myanmar 401, turn left heading 050.
Left heading 050, Myanmar 401.
Kazda and Romja. Put those in there. 3,000 and Ramja is 1,900.
Myanmar 401, fly heading 045.
Fly heading 045, Myanmar 401.
Cool. Make sure you know what you're doing on the stuff like that. Okay, at least we have the waypoints on there again. Everyone's... These short flights always end up taking... these are the ones that are just always disaster scenes. So it's like they take... It's like, oh, that's only going to be an hour and a half. And it takes 2 or 3 freaking hours to do this short flight. Because I don't use the time acceleration, and we end up like just driving in circles.
Right heading 100, Myanmar 401.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 110.
Right heading 110, Myanmar 401.
But you're not going to clear me to the descent, and so I'm still going to miss the... They're going to just turn me in here to Ramya, but not actually...
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 235.
Right heading 235, Myanmar 401.
$1,000 to go.
We're going on 1,700. What the heck? Really? No autopilot now? Oh. am I doing? Autopilot. Jeez.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 320.
Right heading 320, Myanmar 401.
Ugh. You get off schedule just a little. What in? Yeah. These are always my favorite, where it's like, I'm not very good at doing these whole go-around things because this plane is not set up for it.
Right heading 265, Myanmar 401.
So it's just a constant fight. Like, can I have autopilot? Can I have auto thrust? Can I have anything that works properly? I mean, it's doing all it's supposed to, and it's all user error, I know, but...
Proceed direct Costa.
Oh, now you're going to have to go to Costa. Thank you. Why are you flying me around in circles out here? Costa's way over there. Why? We were just on top of Costa.
Right heading 310, Myanmar 401.
What are we doing? Go to Costa. Go to Costa. Thank you.
$2,500.
Why is it auto thrusting all the way up? Stop. When is the auto thrust going to react to? I want to go 180. I want to go 180.
Myanmar 401, turn left heading 240.
Left heading 240, Myanmar 401.
Myanmar 401, turn left heading 245.
Left heading 245, Myanmar 401.
Myanmar 401, turn left heading 240.
Left heading 240, Myanmar 401.
Now we shouldn't have any trouble capturing the glide slope because we're going to be at the right altitude. Get our speed down. Should be alright. Alright, cabin check. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Alright, pro speed 126 for full flaps. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 225.
Right heading 225, Myanmar 401.
Myanmar 401, turn right heading 225, clear ILS, approach at 1,700, runway 23, report established on localizer.
Right heading 225, cleared ILS, approach at 1,700, runway 23, report established on localizer, Myanmar 401. Myanmar 401, established on localizer.
Myanmar 401,
Don't
contact
sink.
Phnom Penh Tower,
Don't sink.
118.0.
Flap
Don't
full.
sink.
Speed
Don't
check.
sink.
118.0, Myanmar
Don't sink.
401.
Don't sink.
Flaps full.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
Phnom
sink.
Penh Tower,
Don't
Myanmar
sink.
401, on
Don't
final,
sink.
2-3.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
Myanmar
sink.
401,
Don't sink. Don't sink.
7 knots,
Don't
clear
sink.
to land, 2-3.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Cleared to land,
Don't
2-3,
sink.
Myanmar
Don't
401.
sink.
Approaching.
Don't sink.
2, 3.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I had this
Don't
problem
sink.
before. I don't know how to
Don't
turn that
sink.
off though.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Yeah, we get it.
Don't sink.
Don't sink.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Doesn't matter if you turn off
Don't
the
sink.
autopilot either.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Wipers on.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Make it
Don't sink.
as annoying as possible.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
We got a little
Don't
low
sink.
there.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
5. Myanmar 401, report vacated.
Spoilers.
Report
No
vacated,
reverse,
Myanmar 401.
East
You know what would have been great? Would have been better than telling me not to sink, would have been
17
the call outs. Wipers off. It's so frustrating. It's like, don't sink, don't sink. I don't need you to tell me not to sink. What I need is the call outs. But, you know, don't sink. That's more important than me just slamming the thing.
1,200 meters remaining.
Cabin crew, please disarm doors.
Phnom Penh Tower,
Ladies and
Myanmar
gentlemen,
401,
for your
runway
safety and
vacated
the
with
safety of
Charlie.
those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt
Myanmar
fastened and
401,
keep the aisles
taxi
and
to
exits
14
of the
via
vehicle
Charlie
until
Alpha.
seatbelt signs are turned off. Take
Taxi
care
to
when
14
opening
via
overhead
Charlie
lockers
Alpha,
if
Myanmar
items may
401.
have moved during our flight. Mobile phones may now be used on board and smoking
After
is
landing
not permitted
checklist.
inside the terminal.
Flaps.
Thank you for choosing to fly with us.
Retracted.
It's been our pleasure looking after
Spoilers.
you.
Disarmed.
On behalf of your crew,
APU.
we wish
Start.
you a safe onward journey and
Radar.
hope to see
Off.
you again soon.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
I had headed to stand 14. Right, I'm following you. Let's go. What are you doing? This isn't 14, is it? Oh, 14's right there. That's not what 14 is it? Well, I guess. I guess we're just getting a ramp. That's alright. I don't know why they have to back up under us. Taxi light off.
The boarding requested.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Clear enough. 4 out of 5. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
As required. Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On.
Parking checklist complete. Consider heavy rain.
Cabin crew disarm slides and cross-check. Alright, we finally made it. My son is losing his mind. So... not sure why the stairs aren't here. But always cool to see all the different liveries. So let's check out the flight. On Volanta first. Yeah, there's the flight. You see that there was our departure. That's where we made that big turn. Over Bangkok. And then in. Here's our go around, kind of a mess there, right? Flight time, 1 hour and 53 minutes. Block time, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Landing rate of 152 feet per minute, so not terrible. G-force 0.92. 711 miles all said and done, just under 4,000 kilos burned. And we'll take a look at the World Tour map. Everywhere we've been so far. Went to Burma last one, Myanmar, and this flight revealing Cambodia on the map. Next flight, I believe we are flying over to. I don't know why I don't have this right in front of me right now. We're flying to Laos, which is right there, to VYYY. They'll be in the Airbus A320, Lao Airlines. And we'll be doing that flight, shorter flight, only an hour 6 minutes flight time. We'll be doing that Saturday morning on the 11th. So thanks a lot for coming on the flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too janky. Look for, if you want to watch a replay, it'll be going up, and I'll hide the live stream and I'll have the replay obviously for you guys to be able to watch. So, until next time, happy flying, and take care.